Good morning from the mountains. Last night was a beautiful night's sleep. It was only 60 degrees. We had Remington all bundled up, and I think all three of us really slept great in the iCamper. But I got some coffee going behind me. Everybody else is out hanging by the propane fire pit. I don't know if we're going to do breakfast this morning. I'm not sure what we're going to make. My water's boiling over, but I'm going to enjoy this beautiful mountain, crisp air. You can hear the wind coming through. It's hard to explain, but if you've been out in the mountains and you hear the wind coming from miles away, it's not hitting us, but you can just hear it. It's just such a peaceful morning. So I'm going to get some coffee going. Try not to overdo the caffeine this morning, but it's been a great morning so far.
How many people do you have working in the donut shop?
So we have a really, have you ever been to Easton Company?
No.
So it's a
Well, after our morning of hanging out, drinking coffee, we got to do a nice little catch up as to what type of adventure we've been on. You can check that out over on Gladiator Overland. I'll put that right here so you guys can check out basically everything that he does and everything that they do. Awesome off-roading. They do some good videos. So we're gonna pack down camp. I'm gonna take you along for this iCamper because this thing is a breeze. So if you're in the market for some type of hard shell tent, and it doesn't have to be an iCamper, but just know the simplicity of it makes everything worth it.
It does make it more difficult.
I don't need to. In fact, I did. I think I'm stuck in the power wagon. Can't give up the room.
Coming from a Gladiator, do not give up the power wagon. You would be disappointed. With room.
I appreciate that insight, and I think you're right. That's pretty much what Moab said.
So there's several good parts about exploration. One of the really good parts is you get to find epic camp spots. One of the bad parts is Sometimes you stop just a little early. And if you would have carried on another 3 or 4 miles, you'd be in a place like this. This is a huge camp spot right along the Rimrocker, and I wish we would have pushed just a couple more feet. We were almost there.
Just like I've always said, you never know what's around the next corner.
You never know. That's the beauty of it. Sometimes you hit home runs, sometimes you strike out. Last night's camp spot was beautiful, but
Really?
I'll show you a more in-depth look of what this view is actually like. The second day of the Rimrocker took us roughly 100 miles of back road exploration. As we traveled through the various different ecosystems, we started in the high alpine forest, we moved down into the desert, then back up to several ridge lines that gave us views for miles and miles. This portion of the Rimrocker wasn't necessarily difficult, but it did become extremely rocky, and we had to take it rather slow as we navigated to our next campsite. We didn't know how many miles we were going to travel this day, but we had a rough idea of where we wanted to get to. In my opinion, the best way to see the Rimrocker would to be camping for 3 nights instead of 2. When you camp for 3 nights, you get a chance to not have to travel so many miles in one day, because by the time we managed to get to our destination, everyone was absolutely exhausted, and our first campsite that we found wasn't large enough for all the vehicles in the convoy. My recommendation for the Rimrocker would be to spend 3 full days and taking your time, getting out and exploring, checking out some of the ridge lines that you could hike up to, and really taking in all the different sections of the Rimrocker. As you move towards Nucla, coming from Moab, you enter into the desert, and there are so many camp spots that are just right off the trail with views that are absolutely epic. The one camp spot that we found the night prior was a beautiful spot, but then as we traveled a little bit further, we were able to find an overlook camp spot. And the entire time we were traveling down the Rimrocker, I was making new waypoints for potential campsites in the event that we come back at a later date.
From my missteps and tortured souls, I learned my way, breaking every bone. Now I see all these aches and make you grow. And every fall has a rise, every burn has a flame. From foolish to wise, we all bruise the same. Now I got these growing pains when the storm wind blows. I'm the weather vane. Now I'm made with what remains. A thick skin, knowing it's just growing pain. I cut my teeth till I taste the way. My empty mouth finds the words to say. All the things I found being chipped away, and all the ways I built from how I pray. And every laugh has a cry, every loss has a gain. From foolish to wise, we all bruise the same. Now I got these growing pains when the storm wind blows. I'm the weather vane. Now I'm made with what remains. A thick skin, knowing it's just growing pain. These growing pains when the storm wind blows. I'm the weather vane. Now I'm made with what remains. A thick skin, knowing it's just growing pain.
After our first campsite turned out to be a bust, we started navigating through these really tight tracks that we believed led us to an opening. The beautiful part about exploration and overlanding is, quite honestly, when you start down these roads, you have a general idea of where you may end up, but there's no guarantee that what you're searching for you're going to find. This day, Cattywampus Overland was able to navigate us to a camp spot that was more than perfect for the long day of travel.
All right, after a long day, welcome to Rimrocker Camp, part 2. We were searching for a spot that we thought we could find, and we ended up not finding it. It was just too small. This section of the Rimrocker through Nucla, Colorado, it's really just gravel roads. There's a good portion of 10-ish miles of pavement through Nucla, Colorado. There are no services in Nucla. There is a grocery store, but there's no gas. So if you're kind of running low coming into Nucla, then hopefully you got some extra, or somebody with you has got some extra. But we got Alan and Nancy right here. They're camping up on the hill in a tent. We got Kelly over here, ground tent camping in his power wagon. And then we have Bill and Lori. I almost messed that up. Back here. And then good old, did I say Bill? I did not mean Bill. I meant Mike. Mike and Lori. I did mess that up. Then we got the infamous Gladiator Overland right back that way. Bill and Deb. I did not mess that up. So it's been 7 days, or seven, oh, it's been a long one, 7 hours of travel, but we did find a really awesome spot. It's in a clearing. There's not much around. It's pretty all right. You can see the trees in the background. Tonight is going to be some chicken on the griddle and salad in a bag. And I know you probably hear salad in a bag and you think, what? Salad in the bag is some of the best salad on planet Earth. Leave a comment if you agree or disagree. It's a great way to get some nutrition and they taste fantastic. We just got all the bottles cleaned. I mean, we've done a lot today. We have traveled far and wide. The Rocky Mounts mount for the mountain bike didn't get ripped off, which was Rocky Mounts. Great job on that construction. She's still standing. So we're gonna get some dinner cooked, fly the drone around for a little bit, check out this sunset, because there are some big old clouds up there and I bet they're gonna turn a pretty color here before too long. So catch up with you guys here before we go to bed and show you a little bit of this place by drone.
A boy and a man in a backyard, working on a fastball, throwing hard, aiming high and a little bit outside. If it never gets dark, I'll never go inside. Number 45 on the mound takes the sign, checks the runner on third, working down the line, holds his breath and closes his eyes. If the game never ends, we'll never go inside. Never say goodbye to this moment. Never say goodnight. I never told him that I can't walk this road all on my own. Don't go inside, don't leave me alone. A boy and a dog in a backyard, watching satellites spin from the trunk of the old man's car. Takes a breath and closes his eyes. If I never shut the door, I'll never go inside. Never say goodbye to this moment. Never say goodnight. I never told him that I can't walk this road all on my own. Don't go inside, don't leave me alone. Another night under the light of an empty park. Long walk from the gate through the parking lot. Another night, not nearly as dark as I thought.
After a few cups of coffee, we broke down camp and we started making our way back to civilization. The remainder of the Rimrocker trail that we had to accomplish on this last day is all forest road and well-maintained gravel roads that took us back towards our destination. This was the final leg of the trip for us, and we were going to be heading down towards Redstone, Colorado after this, and Cottywomple and the rest of his crew were heading out to Ouray to take a look at all the passes in Colorado. This trip was an absolute game changer for us because it brought a big group of people together that never had met each other and all share the same interests. The thing about overlanding and remote adventure travel is that you never know who you're going to meet. You never know what it's going to be like when you get there. And that, in my opinion, is the reason we load up our Jeep and drive thousands and thousands of miles to see these beautiful destinations. All right, 170 miles done of the Rimrocker. Everybody, Bill from Cottywomple Overland, check their channel out. They're freaking awesome. Great remote adventure travel, great camping, great opportunity to meet new people and just explore new places. And that's what this whole entire thing is all about. So if you guys enjoyed what we did today, you'll enjoy even more if you hop over to Cotty's channel. I will put that in the description so you can just click it and go check it all out. We appreciate you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you.